Hello everyone, and welcome back to our series where we are the Unholy Horde. And we have settled Lacria finally, so that is pushing us further and further to the west. Unfortunately, look at these for villages. 2 Rutabaga villages for Kenna, so that's useless. Yalma does have 1 for wood though, so we might actually be able to raid them a little bit and get ourselves a nice stock of wood, which is going to be good because we really need to rebuild some things and all of that. So we're also going to need it for coal as well. But they do have this big camp right here, and we might actually go ahead and just bribe this right now. It's a nice 16. They have 36, so I don't really want to attack them directly with those walls. So we are going to go ahead and bribe them, and we'll just send a messenger to do this. We want to attack this village, but we do have these marauders that are going to be here in about 8 hours, so we're going to need to deal with that first, and then we'll probably send Sedimen to just take care of that. Now, Kenna has 54 soldiers. That's crazy. And as well, they have the walls. Esna is 43 with an even stronger army in total. And then Faranuk has 28. So we're actually going to just leave Esna and Faranuk alone with these bandit camps. We might even take them out for them, just so that they can't, or they don't get constantly harassed by them. And that could allow them to rebel against Kenna, which would be very good. We do not want Kenna to be powerful, and maybe if they go and attack, say, Esna, right, to keep them in the kingdom, then maybe they'll lose a bunch of soldiers. So that's the goal right now. But either way, we're going to wait for these marauders to get here now. And on one other note, we do have Ama, and we need to actually put her on our research, and we're probably just going to put her onto the temple. Yeah, I think temple is good. She is not very smart, however, at least she can learn it in time. And otherwise, we are trying to get all of these buildings rebuilt, but we don't currently have the wood, and we actually need to reset instructions. I guess we'll put Ama on the stuff up here. And is that everything? We'll actually probably put Tornet here on some of these fields, so that Sedimen only has to do this one thing. He's not very good at instructions anyways. And we'll also put her on one of Kelton's, I think. Okay, now the message has disappeared, but Yalma's ruler actually died, and it really lowered their army size. We might want to go and attack them straight away after this these marauders are done, but we do want to at least take out this village to get the free lumber at least. But yes, they are very weak now. They have an 18-year-old king who apparently is actually very strong as far as combat goes. But he's kind of a weak commander, but he does have the talent, but that's not going to matter since he needs to hit 15 command to actually make use of it. But still, he is actually a decent fighter himself, but a very weak commander, so that should be rather easy to actually defeat them. Okay, now these marauders are just about here, so it's probably time to go ahead and create our squads. And we'll go with Sedimen, Ama, and probably Kelton. Okay, and Ama now, and Kelton. Perfect. And we do actually have 1 left over, I think, here. Actually, a couple left over, okay. Tornet, I suppose, then. Perfect. And let's make sure that we get everybody involved here. Okay, and of course they are down here to the south. We'll go ahead and just bring everybody down here. I think they do have a few bowmen here. Did I check this? They have 2 bowmen, so I'm not really too worried. Honestly, we might just rush them anyways. Yeah, I don't really want to take too much time on this. So let's start moving everybody down here, and we're just going to go directly for them. I'm not even going to wait for everybody, just let everybody rush on in. As long as Sedimen doesn't die, we should be just fine. Now it looks like we have a village defense. I don't know who that's going to be from. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead, disband this. We're going to wait until the day begins, let everybody hopefully sleep if they need to. And then we're going to look at least attacking this village. It doesn't look like they're rebounding as far as some, soldier numbers go. So I'm thinking we can just attack them right away. I don't know if I want to farm wood off of them. Maybe wait and see what this village has as well. Or just take them out so that we can continue to move west. It's gonna have to be something that I think about for a minute. Now, as for this village defense, it is Mustak they once again took over Kalen, so they're bordering us, and that's why this is happening. So I'm just going to go ahead and burn this down, and we're just going to send a pretty meager squad here of like 5, just in case they do get some soldiers, but they probably won't. Okay, slight change of plans, because I did just notice Wormwood actually has lumber as well. So we're going to go ahead. Maybe we'll just modify Sediman squad here. Yeah, we're just going to send the max, but just 1 squad. And we'll let him go here instead. Oh, we have to cancel this first. And Wormwood, and then we'll take out Kalen. The other village only has meat. I'm not really too concerned about that, but I do want to get that lumber. Okay, so we finished this attack on Wormwood. Unfortunately, a bunch of our people looked like they were, like, surrendering or something. They're still a part of the army, but I am a little worried about that. We'll go ahead and just burn Kalen here back to the ground. 95%, of course. Perfect. And they still only have just their lord to fight us. Okay, unfortunately, this village actually ended up getting burnt down, I guess, by these guys, maybe? So we're not going to be able to actually take that out. And as far as the bandits go, they are going to be attacking the city within the next day or so, with 21 soldiers. So that could be very problematic. Okay, they're actually doing it now. And yes, they are attacking Yalma directly. That is going to absolutely level Yalma most likely, although I'm not too sure because the walls should make a difference for them, but I'm not totally sure exactly how much of this is going to destroy them. Now, Mistok is actually trying to attack us right now, but they have to get over to our village in 14 hours, and we're going to get to Kalen in 4 hours. So hopefully it'll cancel the attack, although I'm not totally sure. Okay, so Yalma got knocked down all the way to 11 soldiers. That is perfect. So I think we're going to go ahead and attack them directly after we're done here with Kalen. They apparently have some people on towers now. We didn't make it in time. That is really, really upsetting, actually. Luckily, they don't have walls, but they do have these towers, and we do have some people collapsing and, like, fleeing as well. Why are they fleeing? They're supposed to be fearless. Look at that. This character knows no fear and will not flee. Fleeing. Huh. Okay, well, you know, game is lying to us, I suppose. I really hope Sediman doesn't end up getting killed here. Kalen is dead now. This is a lot of bow fire to be taking right now, when half of his squad is just running around the map. Looks like he should be fine. Okay, there we go. So that problem is solved. We lost 4, though. This is getting really annoying, and I think we're going to have to take this city the next opportunity that we have, because then we can take out Mistok here, and then they won't be a problem for us anymore. I'm actually surprised that this kingdom has not been settling this city right here. It's kind of funny to me that it's Mistok that just is relentless in actually taking out these, or taking control of these cities. Now, this squad is actually still attacking us, so I guess we have to go and try to defend it. So what we're going to do, we're going to create new squad. We're going to have Ama and Kelton actually come and join this. Okay, and Kelton, perfect, okay. So we're going to have them all go and defend this village, which is kind of pointless, but the whole reason to do this is that everybody's assembled so that we can immediately go and attack Yalma right after this. Okay, and some funny news because Kenna is actually attacking Yalma here with 46 soldiers, so they are toast. I'm assuming that this is an attack for vassalage, so they're going to have basically no soldiers, which is going to make it even easier for us to wipe the floor with them. And since we're trying to burn them to the ground, Kenna basically just took them over as a vassal to have them for 12 hours maybe, and then they're going to immediately lose their new vassal. Okay, so we're pretty much assembled here, and we're going to go and defend this village now. Let's see if they end up actually attacking it, though. And nope. Okay, so let's pause before we get back home. So let's immediately go and burn to the ground. Yep, and they are at 0 now. That is perfect. And they are super mad at us, but hey, I mean, what do you expect? You are so weak. Of course we're going to attack you. And Kenna is a tiny bit weaker, but not very much. And this is... Oh, apparently Esna was a part of that attack as well. They're not much weaker. Faranuk is a little bit weaker now as well somehow. Not too sure why, though. But either way, we'll get over to Yalma, and, yeah, that's going to be a very easy fight for sure. Okay, now here we are at Yalma, and we're gonna go ahead and jump on into this battle. And they do, of course, have these walls. They have 8 soldiers now, plus however many are in those towers. So this could end up being a tough one. This could be rough. It looks like 9 in towers. Okay, that's not great. I don't know what Kelton's doing there. He's hanging back for some reason. We need you on the walls to burn them down, please. Okay, and now we're gonna have to just take some damage for a minute until these walls completely finish burning. Okay, so let's run in now. And hopefully take out Derail very quickly here. This is getting very dangerous now. Everybody's losing their squad mates. Come on, finish off this last 0th person. Thank you very much. Actually, we're gonna go for this tower here. Ooh, Kelton is possibly going to die. Yes, so I had a feeling. I just kind of had a feeling there. Okay, you go over here. Okay, well that is really unfortunate. That was our son and heir. But sometimes, you know, sometimes that just happens. We are the Unholy Horde, so death is kind of a part of our way of life. What is Ama doing? She's not listening. Okay. She didn't even... Oh, she wanted to tie up a prisoner, that's right. Yes. 11 dead, including Kelton. And... the army was reduced. Yeah, I think it was reduced to 0 by my count. But either way, Kelton is dead now. That is very sad. We do have his child, who is, let's see here, 5 years old, it looks like. So Sediman being 50, this child should be grown by the time Sediman dies. So as much as it is unfortunate, now we can use Tornet as another ruler for one of these cities at some point. So I guess it kind of works out. Plus, he was getting a lot of support with the army as well, so it kind of works out there as well. I don't think anybody else really has support with the army, so Sediman should be safe now. Fall of the House Yalma, yes, of course. And otherwise, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.